The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you. Or something big has just happened in AES. The leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are not playing games. They said they are going after these Tete people who said they will not allow them to have peace. Before, they used to wait for them to come and attack them before they act. Now they are chasing after them. And the beautiful news that is coming out of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, the AES Unified Force, is that the front line is in full control. They said the Liptako region, this is where a group of people decided to meet in the village of Iban. These people met, massive group of the TT met, and according to the report, they always meet to give out information or share intelligence about the movement of the unified force. But this time round, they didn't wake up to meet better things. As they were grouping to come in and cause havoc, they met the unmeetable. The AES Unified Force are not sleeping. They are doing everything possible to make sure they do away with all these activities.
It makes me on the return. They will be hit twee. Ha ha ha. In the area of your scrub. She wants to help him under 3 June 2026. While the fighting forces are on offensive reconnaissance in the criminal zone, are observed on the hills, informing the movement of our troops. Then when they decide to organize themselves to exist, they are locked, they hit effectively in the Liptako region this June 5, 2026. Intelligence shows a massive presence of criminals in the village of Iban, 15 kilometers north of Ségou. After confirmation by the voter, 2 powerful bombs will fall on the trees always. Although the survivors who try to flee will be caught up and effectively punish 14,000 people in with their means. CE continues. Sea operations continue. Surveillance of air traffic controllers. VA identifying criminals that converge in small groups to a dense forest in the area. Then after a long observation movement, the observation is made on a group of criminals to give the latest instructions. They will be effectively struck by lightning. Other criminals who were in the area will try to escape the area. They are caught and hit. The stupid men will chase the other survivors to finish the work. Those who may have fled the area will be followed, then the next day while they find themselves under trees, to take stock of their losses. A missile will annihilate them. The voter launches into the area and finds that the fighting is already over. The enemy suffered a brutal fire resulting in its rapid annihilation, and the few survivors are fleeing the area. An inspection of the device shows that everything is intact. Friends reorganize inside to respond. To any eventuality, units will track the area around the device, then take stock. Several criminals are neutralized, and a large batch of war material recovered. A criminal lookout. will be spotted north of the device of our fighting forces. You were effectively bribing criminal and failed kamikaze drone attacks against the device of our forces in the zone. Will be tracked and hit effectively at their fallback headquarters. They burn with their means. The criminals who found themselves to learn more about the devices of our forces. Fighters installed in the area will be monitored, then weld effectively. In the area of Barabunez, a criminal pickup truck is observed in the north, descending towards the device of our forces, installed in the area. Then after disguising the vehicle under a large tree, a missile will destroy it effectively. Observations in the Nakame area have identified an important meeting of criminals in the forest of Kankamogri. Then the air traffic controllers alerted. A powerful missile will strike them down effectively. They burn with their means. Terrorists. Venus attack a village not far. Pila and take livestock. Will be followed by alerted air carriers. The moment they arrive to settle in their fallback base, they are efficiently struck by lightning. In the Tapoa region, this 1st of June, 2026 of criminals are observed on the axis connecting the locality of Kanchi in Niger, neighbor laying an explosive device. Improvised on the road to reach a logistical convoy. In progress on CET axis. They will be hit there. In the Tongo area, Mael and Beledier on 3 June 2026, while the fighting forces are on offensive reconnaissance in the criminal zone, are observed on hills, informing the movement of our troop. And when they decide to organize themselves to exist, they are locked and hit effectively. In the Lictacos region, this 5th of June 2026, the intelligence reports a massive presence of criminals. In the village of Ebol, 15 kilometers north of Siba. After confirmation by the doctors, the powerful bombs will fall on them in the air all. Survivors who try to flee will be caught. Is that if you guys null with the clock? The operations. Continue.
And they said the ones who were able to escape, they will go after them. It means that there is no longer a hiding place. And when you look at what is happening to them, that is why the last time I showed you a video where they were protesting, calling for international community to come in, claiming that the Malian armed forces are now going after civilians, and they are there to protect the civilians. When we know for all these decades that civilians cannot even go to farm, civilians cannot move freely, now they said they are the ones that are there to protect the civilians. Because when you look at the hellfire on them, it is not easy. There is no longer a place they can hide to do whatever. Wherever they try to group and regroup and reunite and cause any havoc, they meet the unmeetable. The AES Unified Force, with their Russian counterparts, now have taken the fight to a different level. In the skies, they can see them. On the ground, they can see them. So there's no longer a particular place they can say, when we are here, we are free. We can do this. The reason to which these activities were so rampant, and it looks like they were so powerful than the Malian armed forces or the Burkinabe or the Nigerian, was as a result of them having certain intelligence that these leaders didn't have. Especially, they couldn't control the sky. But now that they can control the sky, things are becoming so difficult for them. There is no longer a hiding place. They go after them. They are chasing them, making life unbearable. Regrouping and reuniting, the few that are on the run cannot hide because they said they will go after them. And then wherever they are, they can see them. They can monitor them. You can no longer bypass them and do anything without them seeing. It's no longer like them coming out to tell the world how they are in control, but now it is how they will survive. A lot of them were neutralized. Just a few managed to escape. And even with that, the is still on. So now we are seeing the power of the African. And now that these people are no longer in our midst, claiming they are protecting us, fighting for us, we are seeing how the African is able to manage and control things in our own way. This shows that we have been lied to for all this long, for us to sit here believing that we cannot do anything for ourselves. So we need people to come into the continent to come and do A or B for us. Now that the African has taken its own destiny into its own hands, we are seeing a different narrative in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Those who did it were thinking that, like our all-in-all General Assimi Goïta said, it was for a regime change. We also heard when a Frenchman sat on TV, I told you, and he gave two scenarios claiming that, is it Fuchs or who, saying that within 2 weeks, there's going to be a regime change. It's either all-in-all General Assimi Goïta negotiates with the TT or he leaves office so that they will bring somebody who will come and then do their bid. It's like now they are not even hiding what they are doing to us. But we are seeing that with all this missing to weaken us, it's not helping them all. Our leaders are bent on proving the point, letting the world understand that the African is not weak. We can protect ourselves. We can defend ourselves. How can people who are thinking of how to be self-dependent from the United States of America now be the ones who will come here and set us free? For 10 good years, we didn't see any show. The things that we are crying over were still happening, expanding, yet they were here in the name of protecting us. And we saw the resources leaving. How then do you expect that they sit down and negotiate like our all-in-alls will say? It's when you do that, it's as if they are also stakeholders, that before you take decisions, you need to consult them. The leaders are proving that the African can do anything that we want to do for ourselves. It is time for us to start believing in ourselves and start looking inward, like the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are preaching that the African must be self-dependent. We must depend solely on ourselves rather than thinking about people coming to set us free. And this is the time that the African needs to prove him or herself to the world. Enough of the dependency on other people. Self-dependency should be the national anthem of the African. Believe in yourself because we can do it for ourselves. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall. And united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in AES.